You might have not ever heard before of a specialized group of soldiers whose sole focus is the protection of nuclear facilities. But indeed, such a unit exists. Operating under the Department of Energy, the DOE, the National Composite Adversary Force, abbreviated to NCAF, is a distinct and lesser-known component in the array of U.S. Special Operations Forces. Established with the primary objective of probing and identifying security risks at nuclear power plants and test sites, the NCAF plays a crucial role in safeguarding the nation's nuclear infrastructure. This unit is different from conventional special forces in that its members are trained to think and act like potential adversaries, such as terrorists, to rigorously test and challenge security measures at these critical facilities. The origins of the NCAF can be traced back to the DOE's need to have a dedicated and specialized team that could focus exclusively on the unique security requirements of nuclear facilities. This need arose from the realization that standard special operations forces, while highly skilled, were not always available or appropriately trained for the specific challenges posed by nuclear security. In contrast to other special forces, the NCAF's operatives are not primarily combatants in the traditional sense. Instead, their role is more aligned with a hybrid of intelligence gathering and security testing, requiring a deep understanding of both offensive and defensive tactics. This unique positioning allows them to effectively identify vulnerabilities in the protection of nuclear sites, thereby contributing significantly to national security. The NCAF's approach of simulating potential intruder tactics and their focus on specific nuclear security challenges set them apart from other special forces units whose training and missions are generally broader in scope. They have a critical mission focused on enhancing the security of the nation's nuclear facilities. This involves a covert approach, where agents are deployed to sites unknowingly, tasked with devising strategies to test and potentially breach the security of these facilities within a limited time frame, typically 3 days. The effectiveness of the NCAF lies in its ability to simulate realistic threats, thereby uncovering potential vulnerabilities in the security systems of these critical infrastructures. After their operations, detailed reports are compiled by evaluators from the DOE and the Nuclear Energy Commission, assessing both the successes and failures of the plant's security measures. The unique aspect of NCAF's operations is that a failure in their mission is not necessarily negative. It often signifies that the nuclear facility's security is robust and requires no changes. This approach is in line with the overall goal of the NCAF to fortify the United States' nuclear assets against external threats. The NCAF's methods are akin to those of the Department of Defense's various special operation teams and share similarities with France's DGSE Action Division, which also occasionally tests the security of nuclear power plants. The distinctive role of the NCAF in threat probing and security assessment was previously performed by other Special Forces units, including the Army Rangers, Recon Marines, Navy SEALs, and Delta Force. These units were similar to what we know as the Red Cell units, that conduct these kinds of tests on military bases and installments. However, the DOE shifted this responsibility to the NCAF, believing that a specialized team within their own department would be more effective for these specific missions. The recruitment process for the National Composite Adversary Force, NCAF, agents is highly selective, focusing on individuals with exceptional skills and capabilities. Candidates for the NCAF are typically drawn from the top ranks of the Department of Energy's DOE operators. The selection process emphasizes their knowledge of plant operations, physical abilities, and mental toughness. Recruitment is not conducted through traditional application methods. Instead, the NCAF proactively approaches operators deemed suitable for the role. These candidates must be recommended by the directors of their current security positions and undergo multiple interviews as part of the selection process. The background of NCAF agents is diverse, with many having significant experience in challenging and high-stakes environments. This includes individuals with histories of breaking up terrorist groups or enduring as former prisoners of war. Such varied backgrounds contribute to the high level of expertise and adaptability required for NCAF operations. The training regimen of them is meticulously designed to prepare operatives for real-world scenarios, with a strong focus on adopting an offensive posture and thinking like potential adversaries. This training involves immersion techniques that mimic the behaviors and tools used by potential enemies of the United States, a crucial aspect in preparing the operatives to effectively assess and challenge the security measures at nuclear facilities. NCAF operators undergo rigorous training sessions multiple times a year, with the training locations varying to provide diverse environments and scenarios. Key training sites include the Military Operations and Urban Terrain Facility at Camp Pendleton, California, and the Nevada Test Site near Las Vegas. These sites have historically been used for a wide range of training activities, including testing hazardous chemicals and emergency response training. Additionally, operatives have trained at the Range Complex TRCs in North Carolina, as well as at various installations across the U.S., such as the Savannah River Site and the Idaho National Laboratory. The tactics used in training are designed to simulate realistic threat scenarios. This includes planning and executing tactical assaults on significant targets to test the effectiveness of the security systems at DOE facilities. The training is comprehensive, covering aspects such as penetration of security layers, use of non-lethal weapons, and tactical response to mock explosive and booby-trap scenarios. The training also emphasizes on safety, with a zero-tolerance policy for injuries or casualties, and the use of simulation equipment like the Multiple Integrated Laser Equipment System, known as MILES, for marksmanship. Once the agents are deployed, they engage in simulated attacks or intrusions to evaluate the effectiveness of the plant's security measures. These simulations are designed to perform realistic scenarios that could potentially compromise the security of the nuclear facilities. After completing their mission, the NCAF team compiles a detailed report in collaboration with evaluators from the DOE and Nuclear Energy Commission. This report assesses the successes and failures of the plant's security system. The findings from these assessments are crucial, as they directly contribute to enhancing the security protocols at nuclear facilities. By identifying vulnerabilities, the NCAF ensures that necessary measures are taken to fortify the sites against real threats, thereby playing a significant role in national security. The rigorous and covert nature of NCAF operations positions them as a critical component in the defense against potential nuclear threats and radiological sabotage. They utilize a range of equipment and weaponry that mirrors the armaments potential terrorists might employ. Specifically, the NCAF's arsenal includes sophisticated firearms and tactical weapons. Among these are light machine guns like the SR-25 rifle, employed for its precision and rapid-fire capability, making it suitable for engaging security forces or damaging key infrastructure. Additionally, they are equipped with the HK-69 grenade launcher and the MK-19 grenade launcher, both of which could be used in breaching operations or targeting critical components within a facility. This arsenal is designed to replicate the types of weaponry that potential terrorists might use, allowing NCAF operatives to realistically simulate attack scenarios during training exercises. Comparing this equipment to standard military gear, the NCAF's loadout is somewhat unique. While some of the weapons are similar to those used by military special operations forces, the focus on weapons typically used by terrorists distinguishes the NCAF's arsenal. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something new, and if you like what we're doing here, consider subscribing. Hit the bell icon to never miss future videos, and see you all in the next one.